I built the perfect budget setup for only $185. Although I already have an insane gaming setup, I wanted to build this one on a strict budget, as I know my other one is not affordable for everyone. It's really hard to build a setup on $185, which is why I used Facebook Marketplace to help me find some good deals. First things first, I bought this desk for only $10, which is insane to be honest. I've seen other YouTubers do this video as well, but they don't include a desk, which is pretty much unfair because not everyone has a desk and most of them are really expensive. Next up, I bought this Xbox from Facebook Marketplace. It's an Xbox One S, which does the job to be honest, as you can play games in 60 FPS. And most people don't know this, but you can actually use this Xbox as a gaming PC. I will show you guys how you can access all of those features at the end of the video. I think this is an insane deal as I only paid $50 for this. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace as well. Now many of you ask me how I find these deals on Facebook Marketplace, and it's really easy to be honest. To find the best deals possible, you need to find like your product and everything you want to buy, and then just propose a price. That's how I did it with this Xbox, and I went in the next day and just bought it from the guy. Next up, I got this 180p 60Hz monitor. I got this a long time ago, also from Facebook Marketplace. It has costed me $40, however now it's much cheaper I believe. I literally think you can get this for about $20. Now I'm not saying this is the best setup or anything, but for casual gamers this would be great, as you have the basic essentials to play at this price. But from what I know, it actually moves pretty good for a 60Hz monitor, and you can upgrade it in the future to an 104Hz monitor. And the funny thing is that I bought this one from Facebook as well, which is why I'm telling you guys, finding deals like this is really important for saving money and stuff. I want to give a huge shout out to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Raid Shadow Legends is a super popular free-to-play game with over 80 million players. You will never run out of heroes to play, as there is over 650 heroes to collect from different factions. My favorite champion is Jotun, as he is very powerful against enemies with affinity, and he also is a very useful team member. But as Valentine's Day just came around, these are my 3 favorite Valentine heroes. I like that there is always something to progress in, as you can upgrade your heroes and make them better in battle, which is why I think Raid Shadow Legends is the best mobile game. And if you're like me and like to share your game experience with other people, you can join clans, which is great because you have access to clan tournaments. As Valentine's Day just came around, new players can enjoy a special themed adventure of Raid Love Quest. I really love how simple it is to get involved. All you need to do is download Raid Shadow Legends using the link below. After that, you need to copy your in-game player ID and head to raidlovequest.plarium.com. There enter a player ID so you can play one of the Valentine themed mini games for a chance to win some fantastic in-game and real-life prizes, including Valentine-themed Raid champions and Amazon gift cards that are worth up to $1,000. If you are an old Raid player, you can still share the love too. Use the special promo code STValentine23 that everyone can use to get a small Valentine's gift from us to you. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click the link in my description or scan the QR code here on my screen. You will get unique bonuses worth $35, including epic champion Jotun and other useful stuff. So make sure to download it, as it's really fun. Now of course, I wanted to go for a clean mousepad, which is why I bought this small size or medium size, I think, HyperX mousepad. And I think it's really great. I used it in the past as well, and it cost me about $15 or $10, I can't really remember, but it's really good because it gives your mouse the precision it needs. And yeah, so far I think the setup is looking pretty good. Now for the keyboard, I decided to go with this one. I can't really pronounce the name, but it's a 70% keyboard, as you can see, and the sound feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it's about $20-25 on Amazon, and it has blue switches, and yeah, it feels good typing on this as well. So far I think the setup is looking pretty promising considering the price I'm going for, and I think this setup would be great for casual gamers that don't really care about competitive gaming and stuff like that. Now so far the setup is looking pretty dull, I'm not gonna lie, and we're gonna need to add some lighting, which is why I bought the sunset light. I gave one to my brother as well, and I'm planning to maybe put it here, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna try some different spots to it, so yeah, hopefully it gives the setup some life. Now next up I'm gonna show you guys something really good that you can't go wrong with. So I bought this Razer Viper Mini. It's actually my second one. I already have a main one for my setup. And yeah, this mouse is really great, I think. I've been using my other one for like 1.5 years now and it never disappointed me. The quality is good and the mouse is light, which is why I think it helps with accuracy and precision in FPS games and stuff like that. Now I tried to find some budget headphones thinking I'm gonna get some bad ones, but I actually got these really good ones because I tested them. They literally sound so good. I used them as my gym headphones before I got some AirPods, and yeah, they're pretty good quality, I'm not gonna lie. Now this is optional. You can find a DIY headphone stand. I'm just using this one on. Wait, I need to bring it up. Yeah, I mean it's optional because it doesn't really look that good, but if you want something to hold your headphones, I think it does the job until you get it actually proper. So now that everything is set up, I'm actually gonna plug everything in. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. The keyboard just lit in, so that's a good sign. And yeah, everything turned on. Now one last thing, and the most important thing, is the RGB. The RGB looks decent, but it will look 10 times better with the lights off. Now, like I said, many people don't know about this, but you can actually use the Xbox One S as a gaming PC. It literally has a web browser and you can go on YouTube or anything else. As you can see, the interface is the same as you'd have on a normal computer. And if I just type in obix, you'll literally find my channel, and it literally works like how normal YouTube works, so it's really great, I think. You can use your keyboard and mouse for this, and it has the exact same layout, so you would not be able to tell the difference. Now for my students out there, you can literally use Google Docs or any other platforms that involve schoolwork or anything like that. You can use Google Sheets, which is basically like Microsoft Excel. You can use many others, like for example Google Docs that I'm using right now, which is basically like Microsoft Word. So yeah, for presentations and stuff like that, you can use Google Slides. I mean, I think everyone knows this already, but yeah, I'm just showing you guys how it works. I have literally done a mini presentation on myself, as you can see, and yeah, it's really easy to use. And again guys, you have to remember that this is at the limited price, which makes this entire thing insane. And yeah, it's much more impressive when you consider I paid $50 for this. Right now we're gonna go on Fortnite to see the FPS and test the delay. I'm actually gonna have to connect the controller and the headphones. So one thing that you have to know is that you don't connect the headphones in the console but in the controller like this. But anyways, now let's test the delay. And I definitely think this feels choppy and delayed. However, for casual gamers, I think it's pretty much good to go, as you experience 60 FPS. And there is a bit of delay on keyboard and mouse, but like it's still playable, I think. In competitive matches like Arena, it's definitely a bit harder to play, but I know there are some really good old-gen console players, so yeah, it's definitely possible if you get used to it. On this specific Xbox One S, I have some drops to 50 FPS, so you might be better off getting a PlayStation, old-gen PlayStation 4, because I think that's more stable. But in general, it's maintaining a steady 60 FPS. Alright, so you pretty much understood how the console works and how the whole setup works, and I think it's pretty good for the budget. And yeah, it's pretty much finished. You can upgrade some stuff if you want to in the future, but for now, casual gamers can now enjoy as you don't need a big budget to buy this setup, so yeah.